you know, Rudy, your teammates and coach said that they were really physical and that you guys not so much didn't have trouble matching their physicality, but are kind of thrown off on it. What did you guys see in terms of what they were able to do in terms of getting up into you defensively, and how can you counter that going forward in this series?
As you said, I think they were really physical. Um, there were a lot of things too, and the ball kind of stopped moving a little bit a few times. Um, and usually in those situations, you ended up with them scoring on us in transition or us fouling, or they really were able to feed off their defense, and we know that we our goal is to try to play half court defense every single possession, and of course we got to do a better job running back, but it makes it hard on us, of course, when we when we get a turnover or a bad shot, or whatever it is, and they're able to run on us. We're gonna watch film and see all the things that we can do better, but despite all that, it was just an 8-point game early in the fourth. So it's I think for us it's just being able to play through that physicality uh, and make sure we keep attacking the rim with the drive or with the pass, and then everything else opens up. We're able to find the shooters, we're able to find the bigs at the rim, or we're able to. Usually they're going to collapse, so it's hard for us to finish at the rim right away. But just keep playing through the physicality and play, uh, do multiple actions. We the whole game plan is to take away our first initial action, so we gotta stay focused, stay tough, and stay connected throughout the whole possession.
Eric Walden, Salt Lake Tribune.
Rudy, obviously they did very well shooting the ball tonight. How much of that was just they're having a great shooting night, and how much is it that you guys have some things that you need to fix defensively?
I think it's all connected. Obviously you gotta give them credit. They shot the ball really well from three. I don't know I don't have the numbers, but it really felt like they were hitting some contested ones too, and we got to make sure we don't give them the open ones, and we got to make sure that once again we don't allow them to play in transition or to get offensive rebounds, because we know that usually they're going to score of those opportunities. So it's give them credit. They made a lot of shots, and we got to do a better job next game.
Sarah Todd, Deseret News.
Rudy, with Donovan playing through some pain a little bit, what's the level of concern for you and for his teammates right now? I mean, is that something that's on your mind a lot day by day?
No, I mean, when you come back from, we are going to play through some stuff. I think he's doing a great job taking care of himself. You know, uh, Putting all the chances on his side to make sure that he's able to play at a high level. And there's going to be some pain. As long as it doesn't get worse and he's still able to move and and play. Hopefully, we will be okay. And I think he's doing everything he can to try to be there, even though sometimes it might be painful. Um, I think it's part of the game. It's ankle sprain. Uh, I mean, I think all of us had ankle sprain in our careers. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's not as bad, but hopefully, he's able to fight through it. And, the fact that we don't have to travel tomorrow should be huge. And I think it'll be better next game.
Andy Larson, Salt Lake Tribune.
Rudy, I wanted to ask you kind of when Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are kind of driving towards the paint, when are you deciding you should help, especially when they're playing 5 out? When are you deciding you should help in that versus staying on the shooter?
I mean, I'm trying to make sure that I'm always there for my teammates. That's kind of what we've been doing, not just against Kawhi, but against anybody. That's our defense. It's just about us making sure that we when we need to rotate, make sure we do a better job communicating. I think tonight we didn't do a great job being loud and talking to each other throughout the whole game. We did it at times. And I think we're going to be better next game doing that. And, it's on me being better, when I help, taking better decisions. And also it's on all of us to make sure that we don't give up, easy drives, because then it makes it a lot harder on me too, when it's a straight line drive to help. And it's an easier pass for them to the corners. So it makes it harder on everybody. And I think it starts with communication and just keep doing what we do.
We have time for one more quick one from Rebecca Harlow.
Hey, Rudy, I know you're focused on the game right now, not the personal accolades, but, congrats on Defensive Player of the Year. And my question for you is, we've talked to you a lot about how you've evolved and you've been able to defend so many different offenses that you've seen over the years. When we had you mic'd up the other night, you were so loud. Your communication was amazing. How much better of a communicator do you think you've become? Do you feel like you're quarterbacking the defense at a much higher level than maybe the first time you won Defensive Player of the Year?
I think maybe my English got a little better. Still not great, but I think, communication has always been I always thought that communication was a very huge part of having a good defensive team. And myself being the guy that usually is back there and kind of sees everything happening, I have to make sure that, I set the tone and I talk to my teammates. And also I feel like when my teammates hear my voice, I think it allows them to lock in even more and to compete even more. And I think we, as a team, we all need to, and we know it. We know that when everyone is talking like that, we get to a higher level defensively, and everyone is more connected. And it kind of carries over on the offense too. And there's a few games when we don't do it consistently. Also, sometimes with the crowd, it's a little harder to hear each other. But I think we're going to do a much better job next game for sure.